sane. It's not sane. I just want someone to set me. I'll always be there when you're away. Yeah. You know I like to keep my cheeks dry today. So stay with me and I'll have it made. I'll have it made. sun at night. Hopeless dreamers, hopeless types. Shedding skin, you show your beauty scars. Don't forget me or who you are. You know this don't feel right.
welcome to the very last Time Out Entertainment online quiz for the year, and possibly forever. You seem really excited about that. Ah! Who said that? Down here, lady. Cute. Well, it's because we're coming out of lockdown. Yay. Don't think you should be excited about that either. Well, I'm certainly excited that it's almost Christmas. Yay, super excited. Well, fine. Let's cross to the host with the most issues.
Ouch. But yeah, we're about to kick off the online quiz.
So excited! Yay.
Ha 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 ha. Cute kids. They're still believers.
Believer? What do you mean? I know what you mean.
Believers, you're fans of Justin Bieber, aren't you?
Justin Believer. Yay. OMG, I want Justin Believer tickets for Christmas. Please, Santa, please.
Before they start singing Justin Bieber songs, let's not drag this on any longer. Let's get into it. The very last one for the year and possibly forever. Surely not. Surely not. Wow, that's certainly given us a bit of time to get ready. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, the last one. Not just for this year, but possibly forever, but we're not sure. It might not be the last one forever. Who knows what 2022 is going to bring us as we come to the end of 2021. A lot of people are pleased about that. I'm starting to look a bit Christmassy now. We've got the Lowe's Christmas shirt, and I don't even know which bin I found these in, but I'm keeping them, and damn, they smell. So welcome, everyone. Sorry, the tickets weren't loaded, but they are now. We've got 29 people. Thank you, Fiona. It's been fun bringing you the quiz. And yes, my kids doing the voice work, they'll send me an invoice for that. They're 8-year-olds, and they do still believe. So I had to edit that without them knowing what I was getting at. But 29 teams or individuals playing tonight for the very last one. Anyone not registered now, having trouble, please let us know on the chat line because we are about to get into it. And hopefully we'll get a call from maybe some other past hosts that aren't hosting tonight but maybe are online and can have a bit of a chat with us over the phone. But looks like we're all good to go. Most of you are pros as well, but maybe there's some new people that have decided to join us on the very last one. Make sure you're live on YouTube. So you're all watching me now on YouTube. If you don't have that red dot, it means you're not live. If it's grey, you're not live. So that dot needs to be red so you know, oh, that's so annoying. So that dot needs to be red. That way you are live and the questions are coming at you live. Obviously, you're answering with your buzzer. There is a slight delay on YouTube, which we will test in a moment. But just make sure that you are looking at the timer on your buzzer and responding in time so you don't miss out on any of the points. Of course, there is no prize at the end of this, is there? So the points don't matter. It's a bit like your second AstraZeneca vaccine that you had 6 months ago. Kind of doesn't matter now, folks. You're going to need a booster. But you're going to have to book that in. And sorry, they're all booked out at the moment. So good luck, everyone. What a Christmas, New Year's this is going to be. So just make sure you got the red live. I don't think there's much else. Let's just see where everyone's at. I think we've got everyone in now. I've got 29 ticks. Maybe 2 people still need to get going. There you are, spinning that number. So I think the only thing to do now is to test those speeds. Let's have a practice round. Let's get into it. No cheating or colluding, folks. Like I said, the points don't matter. It's like a Christmas present for your ex-wife. Don't do that. Let's have a practice round. We're going to test your speeds. Check the clock on your handheld device compared to the YouTube clock. See what sort of delay it is. How much delay is your internet right now? So if you're a few seconds behind, put A. If you're more, put more. If you're 9 seconds delay, you'd put D for 9 to 12. Hopefully we're really fast tonight. Feeling like it's going to be a quick one. Checking your speeds, folks. Looking at the YouTube clock, comparing it to your handheld device. All right, so Murray's in. He's on the wrong channel. He's watching SBS News. That's all right. Fickle finger. Oh, the fickle finger. It strikes again. Okay, so let's have a look at that, actually. Just want to see what it's looking like. Pretty good. Fickle Finger there didn't get in, I don't think. 16 of you are pretty fast. 2 of you 6 to 8 second delay. That's going to cost you some points. All right. Well, there's 7 rounds tonight. I don't know if there's Christmas questions tonight. I mean, hosting for Time Out Entertainment at venues that often have Halloween and Christmas and Easter. There might be Christmas questions tonight. I have no idea. But if you want me to sing a Christmas carol, I'm going to have to charge you for that. I'm so sorry. And once you hear me sing, you're going to want a refund. Let's get into it, folks. Round 1. The points don't matter. There's no prize. But it does matter tonight because this is the grand final, actually. Whoever wins this, one online quiz. The winner tonight is the winner. We're not going to add up all the points from previous games. This is it, folks. Welcome to the Christmas Grand Final. Question number 1. What is the inner core of a cricket ball made of? Body parts, cork, leather, plastic, or rubber? The inner core of a cricket ball. 23 seconds on the clock. This is for 25 points. For those that went to the Ashes, hello in Hobart. There's something that won't matter, the game in Hobart. I think it's all going to be done by the time the boys get to Hobart, folks. I'm sorry, girls from Tassie. 23 people got it right. The inner material is cork, which is wound with string and then leather, and it hasn't changed since when it was first made. Second question tonight for the grand final. Who delivered a famous speech in 1963 on the steps of this memorial? Here it is. Lyndon Johnson, JFK, Martin Luther King, or Richard Nixon? They've all done some big speeches and they're all around in the 60s. 15 seconds on the clock. Steps of the memorial picture there. Fickle Finger, do we have you? Fickle Finger. The Fickle Finger's not working, but 25 people did get it right. It was I Have a Dream speech by the Dr. Martin Luther King. To the animal kingdom, what is a male swan called? What is a male swan called? Cob, drake, gander, or jack? The correct answer is cob on a stick, folks. Not that we do eat swans, as far as I know. The male swan is a cob. Who won the first 2 New South Wales RFL premierships, the Rugby Football League premierships? Who won the first 2? It's one team. We're choosing one team here. Who won the first 2 New South Wales Rugby League premierships? Balmain, Eastern Suburbs, North Sydney, or South Sydney? We're going back to early 1900s for this one. The first one was in 1908, followed by the second one in 1909. Bean Team just got in, only 13 people getting it right. South Sydney was the correct answer. Look at that. So most people getting it. A lot of people like Balmain or the Roosters. North Sydney, I don't know, is that the Bears? Who's North Sydney? I think that's the Bears. Well done for those who did get it right. Which of these mathematical terms is a type of curve? Geometry, matrix. They're making a matrix 4, by the way. Parabola or reflex. Song by Duran Duran. Yeah, matrix 4's coming out. Built in Sydney, of course, the first 3 or whatever. Rosebud Hotel. 8 seconds on the clock. Fiona wants the fastest. Do we have time? Yes, we do. The parabola is the curve formed from all the points, x to y, that are equidistant from the directrix and the focus. No idea what I just said then. JK was the quickest, I'm afraid. 2.8 seconds. Then on the spot. And the Walkaraka Wolves, WW, could be their first time tonight. Certainly the first time I've seen that team name. I like it. Heptathlon. How many events are there in an Olympic heptathlon? I'll give you a clue. Heptathlon. How many It's not the quintathlon, is it? Or the octathlon? Come on, heptathlons. My team is also named Fort the Rosebud and Bribey Tavern's Hugh Georgian's got to get in. I often get that name wrong. 5 people did miss out. Heptathlon would be 7 for both the women's and the men's. 24 people getting the points. Another 25 points up for grabs. What was St. Petersburg known as from 1924 to 1991? Leningrad, Petrograd, Stalingrad, or Volgograd? St. Petersburg. Second largest city in Russia, folks. Named St. Petersburg in 1703, right up until World War I. Daz with the heptathlon. JK, thinking about it. Do we like Leningrad? Yeah, 18 people do. JK missed out on the 25 points. So did 10 others for answering incorrectly. Was anyone fast for Leningrad? Spickles, 1.9. Very quick on the buzzer. Let's go to television, maybe movies. I don't know. Who played this character pictured there? Is that Grey Delisle, Gal Gadot, Lucy Lawless, or Renee O'Connor? Test Eagles, Fickle Finger. We playing Fickles. It's Fickle Finger versus the Test Eagles. Fickle Finger, 14 seconds on the clock. It's not Gal Gadot. A lot of people would have thought that. It's Lucy Lawless. That's right. She just does her own thing. 27 people getting the points. Easy one. Pillow time. Who wants a nap? None of us. Triple point questions. So 25 times 3, folks. That's 750 points. Up for grabs. Minus the 0 on the end. Here it is. Triple point question. Order these Australian towns from furthest south to north. Start south and make your way up to Queensland or Northern Territory. So we need 6 responses. And then you need to hit submit. "45 seconds on the clock. First team's in. 1 team's in so far. Calandra RSL's in. The Riviera's in. Ken's in. Hey Susie's in. Fickle Finger's in. Now they're fast. Wakaraka Wolves. Wakaraka Wolves. Sounds like a rugby team from New Zealand. The non-essential workers are in. Domicron. Thanks for playing, Dom. 10 seconds on the clock now. You need to punch in the order and then hit submit. Spickles. Bean team. Spickles. 5 people got it right. Let's have a look. So, correct answer. First one's Woomera in South Australia. Geraldton in WA. Toowoomba, Queensland. Alice Springs, Northern Territory. Broome, WA. Cairns. It's the last one. Let's have a look. First one in was Twee, and they got it right. Look at that, 75 points. Fickle Finger, RUC, JK, and DNA will take the 75 points. The rest of you lost 15 points. Spickles didn't lose anything for not getting in. That's interesting. Last question of the round. Some of you just earn a lot of points there. Are you prepared to win or lose more? What percentage of your points that you've already won so far in this grand final match are you prepared to win or lose on this next question? It's music. It's your classic hits. 4 free quotes. What are you getting, solar for your roof? Just waiting on 4 free quotes. I could give you some online quiz quotes if you like. I'll give you 3 quotes. 4 free quotes are busy quoting a job. I reckon it might be their first time. So you need to make a selection there. There we go. Make a selection. What did you go for? Let's have a look. 4 free quotes. Where are you? Test Eagles went C. Central. Everyone's gone F. Everyone except for 2 teams. Good to see. Here's the question. Who is this artist? disco track. Man, that's not much. That's been a couple of weeks. Pickle Finger just missed out. 8 people getting it right. The song is Best of My Love. Obscure. The Emotions was the band. Early 70s is my guess. I mean, they all look like 70s disco bands. And Astrid's getting emotional. Because it's the last one or just because of that song? End of round 1, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the last round 1 online for some time. So let's find out who won it. DNA, 323 points, and I don't think anyone equaled them, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. Round scores, look at that. DNA, very comfortable. That's, oh, look at this. We're tied in second. The Last Hurrah, that's a good name for tonight. Quarren Triviad, equal second with The Last Hurrah and the Bean Team. Incredible. And then tied in like 5th, Avant-Garde Clue, and my team is also named Board. A lot of people on 77 at the moment. That's 22. That's not the full leaderboard. I will show the full leaderboard after this round, round number 2. 100 points for the correct answer and minus 20 for incorrect answer. The points reduce as the clock counts down. So no time for Googling answers. It's getting dark in here. There I am. And they do reduce as the clock counts down. So get into it real quick for the maximum points. Let's kick it off with some music. What is the title of this song?
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it?
All right, 17 people in with the correct answer. Eminem, of course, Lose Yourself. Classic Eminem. Only 17 people managed to recognize it. We had time to spare too. Next question, which is the only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres? The only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres. You can't get more geography than this question, more geography than this. 20 seconds, 60 points still up for grabs. But always wait for one. Africa is the answer. While several of the world's continents are traversed by a separation between 2 hemispheres, there is only one continent in the world that lies on all 4. It is, of course, Africa. Well done for just 11 people getting that one. It was a tricky question, Murray. Which of these celebrity chefs does not have a Michelin star? Heston Blumenthal, Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay, or Curtis Stone. 3 of them have a Michelin star, 1 doesn't. Which one has not got a Michelin star? It's about grading their restaurants. Not the individual themselves, their restaurants. Bribey Tavern, Hugh Georgians. 15 people getting it, 14 missing out. Jamie Oliver was the correct answer. Which chef did people go for? Curtis Stone. Jamie Oliver, yeah, he's had a bit of trouble with his restaurants as well. Which actor's birth name was Ramon Gerardo Antonio Estevez? Antonio Banderas, Tom Cruise, Mike Myers, or Martin Sheen? Ramon Gerardo Antonio Estevez. JK. Hey, Susie, non-essential workers. 10 seconds on the clock. Martin Sheen of 3 Men or whatever that show was called. No, the father of Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, of course. Emilio Estevez taking that name rather than the Sheen name. How old was the Beatles manager Brian Epstein when he passed away back in the 60s? Brian Epstein of the Beatles, 27, 32, 41 or 53? Considered the 5th member of the group. Passed away in 1967. On the day of his death, a group of rent boys failed to arrive by appointment at his country house, and he returned to London where he died of a drug overdose, which they ruled as accidental. He was 32 years old. What country is this the outline of? Have a look. They're on the news tonight. They won't be celebrating New Year's Eve, this country. As will a lot of countries won't be celebrating New Year's Eve. Afghanistan, probably not celebrating New Year's Eve, is my guess. Canberra, they'll do something, won't they? Fire some fireworks off out of Parliament House. Sydney Harbour Bridge, maybe. For the nurses, maybe. Trans-Tasman's just got in. Only 14 people getting it right. The other 15 incorrect. What do people go for? Look at that all over the place. That is a picture of Scotland. The Hopman Cup tennis tournament was played in which country? The Hopman Cup, 100 points. Few teams in straight away. Hopman Cup's the 18 indoor hardcourt tennis. Yes, a resubmit button, Fiona. Good idea. I'll put it to the boys and we'll see if we can come up with it next year. The Hopman Cup is an international 8-team indoor hardcourt tennis tournament played in Perth, Australia. Someone was very quick on that one. Domicron, 1.24, equal with JK. Also, Big Kev. Look at that, 97 points for the tennis stars. Let's go to America. 50 to choose from, or is there 51? In which USA state is Austin the capital? Just rolls off the tongue. Look at this. Go on, have the points. Just take them. Look at that. Everyone got it. Who was fast? Domicron again. Austin, Texas. Everyone got the point. 2 to go for this round. The social media platform TikTok is best known for what? A complete waste of time. Hopefully that's one of the options. Look, a lot of people are getting entertainment out of it. Best known for what? Longer video formats, photo sharing and commenting, shared movie streaming, short videos, or ruining people's lives. That stuff stays online, people. Take the points, everyone. Take the damn points. 29 people getting it right. TikTok short videos. Get them up there. Have a laugh, but don't show your body parts. Bad idea. Last question for this round. It is music, so have a listen. It's going to be what is the next one?
Everywhere around the world, they come to America. Every time that flag's unfurled, they come to America. Got a dream to take them there. They come to America.
IB. 26 people getting it right. It's, of course, classic Neil Diamond. The song is called America. The last line we heard there was they're coming to America. So the next line is got a dream they've come to share. Brings us to the end of round 2. Let's see who won that round. The Bean team, 678 points. Let's check the round scores, though. Yep, the Bean team comfortably winning that round. We need to see the full scores now. Full leaderboard. So winners is the Bean team, not by much. The last hurrah in second. There are 29 teams. I'm curious to see who's on the other page. Stooges, Walkaraka Wolves, Ken Berens, Rosebud Hotel, Hey Susie, Bribey Tavern, JK, not quite making it onto the first screen there. So that's your mission tonight, to get onto the first screen. Top 3, Bean team, last hurrah, DNA, Core and Triviad now in 4th. It's pretty close trivia. No one's cracked 1,000, but I'm sure someone will after Millionaire Ladder. You guys know how this works. As you get a question right, you move up the ladder. If you get one wrong, you fall off the ladder. But once you get to a safety net, you don't fall below that safety net. Sounds easy? You wait till you see the questions. 10 questions, folks. If you're at the top of the ladder at the end of this, where it says 500, means you got them all right, and you get 500 points. First one for the ladder This is the mascot for which tyre company? Bridgestone, Goodyear, Michelin, Pirelli, or Toyo? Not sure for Toyota. Everyone got it. It's Michelin, man. Take the points. Everyone moves up to the ladder. There you are. First rung on the ladder. Let's see if you all stay there now. Where on the human body is the temporal bone? Where do you find the temporal bone? The arm, the back, the chest, or the skull? Temporal bone. Yes, Darren, absolutely. I was seeing the connection with Michelin Man and restaurants and the Michelin reward. He's a fine diner. Big Kev. One person missed out. Was it Big Kev? Not sure. Temporal bones are in the head. It's what holds your ears in place, sort of. So we've only got one person off the ladder, and the rest of the teams are now on the second rung for 100 points. Facebook question to get you on the safety net. What is the answer to this week's Facebook question? We're going. It's a tourism type question. We're going sightseeing. Long Bay. Very Long Bay. Pickles, Domicron, Big Kev, Rosebud. To get up to that safety net. No more clues. You wouldn't have been seen there in the 1970s. Too dangerous. Vietnam in the 1970s. Ha Long Bay, folks. You're sightseeing in Vietnam. Nick Smuts has been there. Was it the 1970s, Nick Smuts? Okay, so we've got a lot of teams on the safety net. One team missed out and 4 teams got it incorrect. Next question, simply, what is a lexicon? Is it A, dictionary, a European car, a map, a tree, or a submarine? Lexicon. Hand me that lexicon. Let's go for a drive in the lexicon. I'm lost. Where's the lexicon? We're going to go into the forest and see lexicons. Maybe we should go in the water and take the lexicon. Which one sounds right? Rosebud Hotel lost for words right now. It is, in fact, a dictionary, a lexicon. 26 people getting it right for 200 points. Travie McCoy teamed up with whom to record Billionaire in 2010? Travie McCoy teaming up with Bruno Mars, Jason Derulo, Justin Timberlake, or Shaggy? It's a song by Travie McCoy. He had a studio album called Lazarus, and he co-wrote this song with one of these cats. Riviera, Bribey, Hugh Georgians, takes 2, the Riviera. Everyone's in, 21 people getting it right. How many at the 5th rung? About, I don't know, maybe 15 teams for 250 points. Bruno Mars teamed up with Travis McCoy, no idea who that is. Which of these cities is the most northern of the 4 here? Cape Town, Durban, Johannesburg, or Port Elizabeth? Anyone from South Africa playing this evening? This is for you. The Omicron origins, possibly South Africa. 15 seconds, even less now for the ladder, getting us onto the 6th rung. 300 points up for grabs, 5 seconds on the clock. Haven't got a clue. Tricky says Murray. No, it's not Tricky. It's Johannesburg, just north of Durban, and then Cape Town, then Port Elizabeth down the bottom. We now only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams on the 6th and 2nd safety net there for 300 points. You can't go below that. Who am I married to? Not me. The lady pictured on the screen. Pierre Bouvier, Mark Hoppus, Adam Levine, or Joel Madden. Daughter of a famous person. Famous herself? Just by association, folks. That picture there is Nicole Richie, married to Joel Madden. They've got 2 children, Harlow and Sparrow. Really? Really? Yeah, I want the kids' names to rhyme. It's just going to make it easier at breakfast time. In which US city was I born in 1942? Everyone recognises this man. We talked about him a few weeks ago. 17th of January, 1942. Cassius Clay, folks. Cassius Clay. Louisville, Kentucky, ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, Muhammad Ali, born on January 17th, 1942. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams now are leading the leaderboard in 8th position for 400 points. Which historical figure is known as Braveheart? Richard III, Robert the Bruce, William the Conqueror, or William Wallace? Which historical figure is known as Braveheart? Rosebud Hotel and Test Eagles. Everyone else is in very quickly on the history. Test Eagles, 10 seconds on the clock, still to go. Born in 1270. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams on the 9th rung for 450 points. Guaranteed you'll get those points after this next question, the last one for the round. And there's a chance for you to get 500 points. Last question for Millionaire Ladder for the year. Which movie won the 2013 Oscar for Best Picture? 12 Years a Slave, American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Gravity, Her, or Warhorse? 2013 Oscar for Best Picture. 15 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds on the clock now. 19 people getting it right. It was 12 Years a Slave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams getting to the top of the leaderboard there, picking up 500 points. Will I be able to find out by hitting, I don't know, the round winner perhaps? That brings us to the end of round 3. Can I see the round winners? Oh, someone's calling. The last hurrah. Let's have a look at the round scores. There they are. Hey, Susie, Hope Island. And who's calling me in the middle of quiz? Seriously, this is so unprofessional. Oh, my God. It's Darren calling, folks. Say hello, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Oh, okay. Darren's just called because it's the last one and he wanted to say Merry Christmas or something. I don't know. Or, I don't know.
Okay, who was the idea that said a historical figure was William Wallace as Braveheart? Everyone knows it was Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
I reckon you should get that question checked.
Yeah, we'll check that one out, Dad. It's just for you, mate. We got time.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely, everyone. Hope you do have a wonderful and safe Christmas, and yeah, make sure that you spend the rest of the quiz absolutely giving Justin heaps. And but it's been real fun.
Oh, sorry, mate. I'm losing you, mate. I'm completely losing connectivity now. I'm sorry we've lost you. Cheeky.
You take it easy, brother, and yeah, sad to see this wrapping up, but you never know what the future may bring. So let's see what next year brings us.
Wise words, Darren, and thank you for calling. Can I get back to work now?
Okay, I'll go down. Take care.
Thanks, Darren. That was Darren, everybody, on the phone. Because it is a Christmas special. All right, so the next round, let's have a look at the scores, actually. I think we do have time to have a look at the full leaderboard now because it could have changed quite a bit. The last hurrah now leading DNA in second. Bean Team now in third. Quorum Trivia still in fourth. So the leaderboard's changing a little bit. Let's have a look at the second page. There you are. Walkaraka Wolves now coming last for the last one. Dommy Cron and Rosebud, Test Eagles, Ken Barron's Essential Worker, and the Spickles not quite on page 1 at this stage. Non-essential workers are there, though. So we've got 8 teams that have cracked 1,000 points already. Hey, Susie, just shy of it by 20 points. Round 4, then we'll take a break. Anyone else want to call me during trivia? Feel free. Now, it was nice to hear from Darren because he's been running these for a very long time. And it's good to hear that he is actually at a venue now. Round 4, folks, you need to type these answers in. Type in the answers for the points. It'll be letters or numbers. Let's have a look. 10 questions. What are the 2 letter initials of the Australian driver who won the 2021 Italian Formula One Grand Prix? Was it quite recent? 30 seconds on the clock. We need the first and last name initial. Type it in and then hit submit. Rosebud. Type it in, hit submit. Just missed out. It's the doctor, of course. Dr. Daniel Ricciardo finished first, winning his first race since 2018 Monaco Grand Prix. The Aussie. Just after a number now, how many states or territories does New South Wales have land borders with? New South Wales states or territories has land borders with? $15 seconds on the clock. Astrid says there'll be 2 Formula One Aussies next year. Are you thinking about trying out, Astrid? Pedal to the metal. Only 8 people getting it. 8 people. Queensland, Victoria, South Australia, and ACT. Curious to see what people went for. Well, we can't see it. We can't see the charts in this one. Can we see who was quick? There we go. Wow. Queensland, Victoria, South Australia, ACT. Not many people got it right. Next question. In which year did Fremantle host the America's Cup? Famous year, folks. We need a 4-digit number. So it was 1902. You'd put 1902. Don't just put 02, because that could be 2002. You'd have to put 2002 for that. But it's the 1900s, so put 1952, 1952. Oh, Oscars. Not Formula One, Oscars. JK. And the Wookawarra Wolves just missed out. 10 people got it right. America's Cup, 31st of Jan, 4th of Feb, 1987. 1987, Gage Rose Fremantle. Is that when we won? And Bob Hawke said, anyone who fires someone for not going into work tomorrow is a bum. Is that one? Next question. What is the sum of 13 squared and 11 squared? So you have to get 13 squared and then 11 squared and add them together. You guys are like, yeah, I know, I get it. So we need the sum of that, 13 squared plus 11 squared. Snuck in some maths for you on this last one, the grand final night. Ten seconds for the maths. You can check the speeds on this one. I'm always curious on the maths. 3 seconds. A lot of people are going to miss out. Omicron missed out, I think. So it's 13 squared, 169, plus 11 squared, 121. Of course, it's 290. Who was fast with 290? 4.35 seconds. It's Spickles with close second, Beckles. It was the Spickles and Beckles show. And there's the Walkaraka Wolves. Coming last at the moment. They'll take the 100 points. And they'll take some more maths questions. What country has a land border only with Germany? No other countries. That's their only neighbours. Had a great time in the 1940s. Great. Our one neighbour's gone to war with the rest of the world. That's just great. What country has a land border only with Germany? Uh, 10 seconds on the clock now. You need to type in the entire country, folks. And people are running out of time there, so you had to type it in. D-E-N and then just the name Mark would have got you there. Denmark. Its only border is Germany. 5 people missing out. trying to type the name there. 13 people getting it. Well done. To the AFL, which year did Lee Matthews coach Collingwood to win the AFL Premiership? What year was that? Retired from kicking the ball around, became a coach. Coached Collingwood to win the AFL Premiership. A lot of time on the clock. We need 4 digits. So if it was 1990, you'd put 1990. Yes, did you put it? Only 7 people did. It was, in fact, 1990. Type it in. In what Australian capital city was the Formula One Grand Prix held from 1985 to 1995? We need the entire city typed in on your phones or handheld devices. Type it in. It's a lovely city. Great spot to live, to move to retire to, raise children. Probably run an online quiz if you wanted to. And that's about it. 10 seconds on the clock. 1985 and 1995. Before Melbourne stole it from us. Yes, that's right. We had it here in Adelaide, down in the city there. And in fact, the pits area right now is a COVID testing area. It's perfect. You drive in, go to the pits, get a jab up the nose, get tested, and get your tyres changed. It's brilliant. But the Formula One left Adelaide and went to Melbourne because they can do it better, apparently. And maybe they can. On a Duracell AAA battery, how many volts are listed as the capacity? In other words, how many volts is a AAA battery? And how come there's no double B batteries? They go straight to C after AAA. Never got over it, Murray. Why is there not B batteries? They triple up on the A and then they just jump straight to C. How many volts? Ken, you'll be buying these when you buy all those toys at Christmas time. 1.5 volts is the capacity of your AAA batteries in your remote controls and your little annoying toys that you bought the kids for Christmas. In which year was Fukushima, Japan, hit by an earthquake causing flooding at the nuclear power plant? We all remember it. It wasn't that long ago. We need a 4-digit number. 20 something something. Which year was the Fukushima, Japan, hit by an earthquake causing flooding? Nuclear power plant, cars floating down the main streets. 15 seconds on the clock. We need a 4-digit number. A lot of people going early, a few people going late. Some have gone for 1900s. Rosebud, 2011. Who was first with that one? Bean Team. Take the 100 points. A lot of people did get it right. 18 people. 2011 in April. Last one for this round, then we will have a quick break. I'm going to go grab myself a Christmas beer. How many times has London been the host city of the Summer Olympic Games? Just need a number between 1 and 10. We know they've hosted it at least once. How many times has Londoninium been the host city of the Summer Olympic Games? It was one of our worst turnouts, wasn't it? 2012 was terrible for Australia. 1948 and 1908. Did we have a team at 1908? No idea. I guess we would have. But 3 is the correct answer and 25 people getting it right. Bringing us to the end of the Type It In round. Who won that round? The Riviera, it takes 2, but wait, there must be more. No, Riviera takes it. Perfect round. Well done. The Last Hurrah 900. Corin Triviad, who were in 4th, got 900 as well. But I think Last Hurrah will stay there at the top. Let's have a look at the actual leaderboard now. It is the Last Hurrah. Corin Triviad now in 2nd place. DNA in 3rd. The Riviera, it takes 2 in 4th place. We're going to have a very quick break. Grab yourself a Christmas beverage. And we'll see you in about 5 minutes, I reckon. 5 minutes, folks. Pizza for it. Grab a drink. Grab a partner. Go.
origin of the phoenix all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Look. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun.
All right, we're back. Mic on, lights on. Is everyone back? There's the leaderboard. Last hurrah leading, and it is very much so the last hurrah, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take that off now, and end of round 4, which means we're into round 5. It's the Jeopardy round. Great way to know that everyone's back from the bar, the toilet, or the neighbour's house. Jeopardy round, basically, you choose your own risk factor. So you choose how many points you're going to win or lose on the next question. We'll show you the category, though. The first one is history. The history question. Looking like everyone is back for the final leg, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, big ears. Bean team aren't back, and the non-essential workers. Let's bring up that background music then, shall we? Non-essential workers, where you at? It's a history question. Make a selection in 5, 4. Quick, before I bust out another cartoon, a homemade cartoon. All right, here's your history question. We're going back to 19... There we go! Just made it. Well done. 1942. In which country was the Battle of Bataan in 1942? 7th of January until the 9th of April. So it waged for 3.5 months. Pivot Analytics says wait. Big Marine, 10 seconds on the clock. Astrid wants fastest. Pivot wants us to wait. 21 people got it right. The Philippines. It was apparently one of the most intense phases of Imperial Japan's invasion of the Philippines during World War II. Fastest response time. DNA. 2.1, then JK, Avant-Garde Clue. So DNA romped it in by about 3 seconds, getting 100 points. Philippines. What do you call a Filipino contortionist? A manila folder. Animal round. You got to sneak one more dad joke out of the year. Take that one to your Christmas party, folks. Titanic swim team and essential worker. Thank you, Fiona. A Filipino contortionist. Manila folder. Essential worker, everyone's in. It's the animal question. Which of these Australian native animals has a rear-facing pouch? Rear-facing pouch. Not fun for the babies. Couldn't be the kangaroo, the koala, the platypus, or the wombat. 10 seconds on the clock. The animal question. Trans-Tasmans. It's the wombat because he's digging and he needs that baby out of the way. Apparently they move 3 feet of dirt in a single day. The wombat, rear-facing pouch. Television question. How many points? It's an American television show. It's a cartoon. It's a comedy. It's not The Simpsons. Narrows it down a bit. Fickle Finger, Essential Worker. Fickle Finger, cartoons, American, comedy, not The Simpsons. How many points would you like to win? We'll take them all, thanks. In which US state is South Park set? California, Colorado, Texas, or Wyoming? Oh my God, you killed Kenny! I just did that to help anyone who may not have seen South Park, and then they hear that and it's like, oh, I know exactly what the answer is. Screw you guys, I'm going home. I think that's another line from it. I haven't seen it for 15 years. Big Kev. 25 people did get it right thanks to the amazing animated acting that I just did. Colorado is the correct answer. Literature now. A question about books. Not questionable books. A question about books. Quarren Triviad likes to read. Rosebud. Just Restos likes to sit in the corner reading books. Have you read this one? Who wrote Around the World in 80 Days? And how long did it take them to get around the world? Probably 80 days. Who wrote it? Famous book. Thomas Mann, George Orwell, Mark Twain, or Jules Verne? Probably 4 of the most famous authors in the world. 15 seconds on the clock. Big Kev is actually going through his bookshelf right now. He's literally going through his bookshelf. Couldn't find it. Jules Verne wrote Around the World in 80 Days. Keenan, a question for you if you're playing or maybe you're hosting a quiz somewhere. It's the flags question. Do we have a Keenan tonight? He loves the flags. Test Eagles. Walker Wolves. We're going to show you a picture of a flag and you'll have 5 countries to choose over whose flag it actually is. Walker Wolves. Walker. Waiting on the Wolves. Walker. There we go. Everyone's in. Here's the flag pictured there. It's the flag of which African nation? So we've narrowed it down for you. Flag from an African nation. Is it Angola? Eswatini? Is that actually a country or is that a drink? Mali, Namibia, or South Sudan? Eswatini. I've never heard of Eswatini, folks. And I've never been to Africa. Yes, I have. 5 seconds on the clock. 3 teams still to get in. Bribey, and the other one didn't quite get in. That is the flag of Namibia. Well done for the 20 people that did get it right. Was anyone fast? Spickle's pretty quick, getting 100 points. Let's go to space now. Space. The planets and the moons and stuff will be your question. So I think we can call this astronomy. Non-essential workers, Bribey Tavern, and the Hugh Jorgens. Everyone's in. Here we go. Europa is a major moon orbiting which planet? Would it be Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, or Uranus? Always love saying that one into a microphone in venues. Often gets a chuckle. Immature people at the back. Bribey Tavern, Europa. It's the smallest of the 4 Galilean moons orbiting Jupiter. 21 people getting the points, 1 team missing out. I think that was Huey. Interesting word meanings now. Word meanings. Don't need the pin on the thing there, no. Word meanings question. Rosebud, thinking about it. Everyone's in. Most people going for the big points. I know how am I meant to say that? The word obsequious best describes someone who, A, doesn't know how to pronounce words. Obsequious, I think. What does that mean? Is an obedient and overly attentive person? Points out things that are obvious? Sees the good in people? We need more of that. Or takes too long to explain something? Just get to the point. Obsequious. Obedient, overly attentive, points out the obvious. Wow, well done. 20 people did get it right. Dictionary meaning, or if you jump into the lexicon, you'll find the obsequious is obedient or attentive to an excessive or servile degree. Much like a lot of you people. You're very obsequious. Except for you, Murray. Here's your question, Murray. Sport. Sports question now. Let's have a look how people are going on the sport. Non-essential workers. Nah, don't like sport. They've gone B. And the essential workers. That is everyone. Most going for F except for the essential workers. Who cost Real Madrid 45 million in 2021? They might have made it back. The money, that is. 45 million. Beckham, Pele, Ronaldo, or Zidane? Pele. Raided the candy bar, Pele. 45 million pounds, British pounds. Seven seconds on the clock. 4 people getting it right. It was Zinedine Zidane of Real Madrid. He was signed from Juventus for 45 million 2001. Only 4 people getting it. Who was that? Lars Hurrah. Take the points. 4 free quotes. Haven't got a clue. Test Eagles. A bit slower and only got 60 points on that one. Let's have some music now. I think we're going to hear a bit of music, and we're after a lead singer of a fairly well-known song and band that was released in, I think, the 1980s or 1990s. So a bit before your time. Essential Worker. The Essential Worker. Here we go. Everyone's in. Have a listen to this. Who was the original lead singer of this band? Yeah, so that's a pretty tricky question there, and absolutely well done if you got that. Murray wants to see fastest. Let's have a look. Spickles is in there, and DNA. So that was, of course, Phil Collins we were listening to singing Invisible Touch. He was on drums. The original lead singer, Peter Gabriel, left in 1975 when drummer Phil Collins took over as lead singer. And as I've said before, I used to be absolutely obsessed with Genesis, and particularly Phil Collins. But take a look at me now. I've moved on. Been a big request over the years for geography, so let's bring it back. Geography question. To round out this round, in fact, round 5, Jeopardy, Test Eagles, thinking about geography. Titanic swim team, not liking geography, have gone for B on this one. Here we go. Here's your last question for the wagers. Otago Harbour is the natural harbour of which New Zealand city? Trans-Tasmans, if this was a question for you, this would be a question for you. Otago Harbour, natural harbour of which New Zealand city? Auckland, Dunedin, Gisborne, or Wellington? Otago Harbour, Trans-Tasmans, where are they? Are they at Otago Harbour? Bean team, Big Kev. Kiwis call Subarus Subaru. It's true, they call them Subarus. 21 people getting it right. It's Dunedin, Dunedin, or something like that. It's where Melbourne Cup horses come from, Otago Harbour. Well done, everyone. That brings us to the end of round 5. Who won that round? The last hurrah perfect score. Does that mean someone else did? Yes, 2 teams haven't got a clue. Perfect score as well for that round. I want to have a look at the leaderboard now. Let's have a look at the top 22 teams. The last hurrah have been leading for the last few rounds. Quarry and Trivia had close on their tails, and haven't got a clue now in third, with DNA in fourth. And the rest is, as you see it there. Okay, fine. We'll have a look at the bottom leaderboard as well, just quickly. While Curra Wolves, 400. Big Kev, Rosebud, still yet to crack 1,000. Essential worker, non-essential workers. Are you guys like in the same room together? Similar team names and similar placings on the leaderboard. The Stooges are there. Ah, yes, the Trans-Tasmans are there. And how do they go on that last question? All right, 2 rounds to go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to drag this out for you. Round 6, maximum 100 points for correct answer and minus 20 points for incorrect answer. The points will reduce as the clock counts down. Here we go. 10 questions. What is this dog breed and where do you stick those AAA batteries? Akita, a Chow Chow, Shih Tzu, or a Yorkie Poo? What is that? Akita, Chow Chow, Shih Tzu, or Yorkie Poo? Man, I hope it's D. Oh, wow, you bought me a Yorkie Poo. Okay, so it's not a Shih Tzu, unfortunately. It's a Chow Chow, breed of dog from northern China. Last dad joke for the year. I'm sure you've heard it. Out western suburbs of Adelaide, they've built a new zoo. All they've put in there is a dog. Yes, it's a Shih Tzu. Thank you very much, everyone. That is the final dad jokes, I promise, for the year. But January, bringing them back with vengeance, baby. What was the first name of Mark Knopfler's brother in this band? Mark Knopfler. Ten seconds on the clock. New Zealand just got in. 21 people getting it right. So Dire Straits, the song Walk of Life. They were formed in 1977. Mark Knopfler on guitar. His younger brother, David Knopfler. Didn't know that they were brothers in that band. What did David play? Don't know. Anyone on the chat line? I'd be curious. Maybe played the triangle. Which Australian state is this the flag of? There's the Union Jack. No stars, of course, and just a red lion. There's your options. Which Australian state? It was guitar, was it? 2 guitars. Thank you, Astrid. David on guitar. Like AC/DC, really? Five seconds on the clock. Hey, why don't we have the Ashes there this year for the first time ever? That's your clue. Split field. Tasmania. Current state flag of Tasmania was officially adopted following a proclamation by Tasmanian colonial Governor Sir Frederick World on 25th of September 1876. First published in the Tasmanian Gazette the same day. And they were going to put the Tasmanian tiger. Better not. Let's just put a lion on there. It relates. Not. Who discovered Arnhem Land in 1623? Here are your options. Jan Carstens, Abel Tasman, William Dampier, Martin van Delft. Who discovered Arnhem Land? I think it was William that discovered the cloth, wiping up spills. Team was also named. Oh wow, only 4 people getting it. Jan Carstens, can't say that name. Mapped and named the main features of northwestern coast. He also described several armed encounters with Aborigines on the north coast of Australia. Some Dutchman Would be correct, Murray. What animal does Jafar change into when he's fighting Aladdin? Jafar, a bird, a cobra, an elephant, or giraffe? He does this to fight Aladdin. Ten seconds on the clock. Bribey Tavern, New Jorgens. Just got in. Look at that. Everyone takes the points. It was, of course, a cobra. Mans wants fastest. Lucky. Lucky Mans. There she is. 1.6 seconds. Mans calls it and gets the 95 points. Well done, Mans. Which of these composers was born first? Who was the youngest or born first? Beethoven, Mozart, Tchaikovsky, or Wagner? We've got 2 centuries we're covering here. 2 centuries. We can assume they're all dead and buried and decomposing. 12 people getting it right. Mozart, 1756, was the first born. Beethoven, 1770. Wagner, 1813. And Tchaikovsky, 1840. 12 people for the points. In what year was the first McDonald's restaurant opened? In America. There are your options, and there it is. Looks like a petrol station. 15 cents for a burger. Buy them by the bag. I mean, we're still buying them by the bag to this day. 6 options for you, not making it easy. It's definitely a black and white picture. Haven't got a clue, haven't got a clue. Wow, only 2 people got it. So the correct answer is 1940. Brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald, first restaurant, California. What year did everyone go for? 1950. First one was 10 years before that. Back to the AFL. This time it's Brett Ratton. Which AFL club was Brett Ratton appointed as the senior coach in 2019? Brett Ratton, Carlton, Geelong, Hawthorn, or St Kilda? Brett Ratton, anyone? 20 seconds on the clock. Trans-Tasmans. Just New Zealand now. AFL. Sorry about that, New Zealand. I don't have an AFL team yet, but they might one day. St Kilda is the correct answer. 2 questions for this round. We're going back to the maps. It's geography. This time it's another country. Which country is this the outline of? Wow, someone was in straight away. $20 seconds. Four teams still to get in, and what's the country? I'll give you a clue. It's one of those 5. It is Colombia. Narcos on Netflix, if anyone's seen it. The cocaine capital of the world. Last question for this round. Then we're into the very final round. It is a bit of music, so we're going to have a listen to some music. It's going to stop. You need to tell us what the next line is. There are 4 lines to choose from. Have a listen to this as I shut up.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I drive on the streets 'cause she's my companion.
There it is. The Red Hot Chili Willy. 20 seconds on the clock. Bribey just got in. 23 people getting it right. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. The song is Under the Bridge. The last line, because she's my companion. So the next line is I walk through her hills. A friend of mine from LA actually was just telling me he's been to that bridge where the Chili Peppers used to sit there and shoot up. Not a great story, but the Red Hot Chili Peppers still getting around. And that brings us to the end of that round. So let's have a look at the round winners. The last hurrah, 580 points. I'm curious to see the round scores, but I'm not going to show the overall scores now. DNA, close second. So, wow, it could be the last hurrah, galloping to the finish line for this very last hurrah, but it is anyone's game. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of round 6 into round 7. 100 massive points for the correct answer. Minus 20 for incorrect answer. The points will reduce as the clock counts down. Don't Google any answers. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The last round on the last online quiz for 2021. Spicks and Specks was the first hit song from which band? Most of you be familiar with the rock quiz show, hosted by a boy from Adelaide, in fact. Now living in London. Spicks and Specks, we don't get to hear the song. Big Kev knows it, surely. Trans-Tasmans. Astrid wants fastest for Spicks and Specks. Trans-Tasmans just missed out on the points, 2 teams. It is the Bee Gees. Domicron, 4 free quotes. Hope Island. Look at that. Super fast, 95 points. The Bee Gees. Adam Hills, of course, the host of Spicks and Specks. In which country did Tsingtao beer originate? You don't pronounce the T, do you? Tsingtao, China, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam. Tsingtao beer. The clue is, it's an Asian beer, folks. So probably just leave it there. Ten seconds on the clock. Has anyone had Tsingtao beer? Did it taste as bad as its name suggests? Yes, it did. China are making Tsingtao beer, and 16 people recognise it. Someone was rather quick. Bought. Which plant is I'm in Adelaide. Which plant is considered to be the symbol of Ireland? Is it the daffodil, the rosé, the shamrock, or the thistle? Spooktagal. Will everyone get the point on this one? Just waiting on Huey. Up in Bridie there. And yes, everyone got the point. It is the shamrock. It's a young sprig, used as a symbol of Ireland. St. Patrick's Day in March. It's all green. If you were in Kalgoorlie, which direction would you head to get to Albany? You're in Kalgoorlie. You need to get to Albany. Which direction? Would you drive north, northeast, northwest, south, southeast, or southwest? 20 seconds on the clock. Don't go the wrong way, you'll fall in a massive hole in the ground. It's huge. Huge organs. Southwest. Unfortunately, there is no direct road, so by road it would be approximately 830 k's because you'd have to drive around a big hole in the ground. Southwest from Kalgoorlie, you'll find Albany. Who is this Australian performer? Turn it up.
This is the moment. This is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. It's
Well, 27 people got it right. Anthony Warlow. This is the moment. The musical Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Very Christmassy, that question. Not really. Let's go to the food question now. It's a bit Christmassy. What type of acid is found in vinegar? It's chemistry and science, really. 30 seconds on the clock. Acetic acid, brown acid, hydrochloric acid, citric acid, or yellow acid. You probably wouldn't consume some of these. What type of acid is found in vinegar? Good on your potato chips, folks. Not much else. Maybe poached eggs. 26 people getting it. It's acetic acid. Contains 5 to 10%. It's one of the weaker acids, so it's not too bad on the belly. The Roman city of Olisipo lies in which modern-day country? The Roman city of Olisipo lies in which modern-day country? Italy, Norway, Portugal, or Spain? No longer there, folks. Renamed it. Of course, London. Londinium was a Roman city. I, for one, love Roman numerals. Haven't got a clue. 15 people getting it right. It is, in fact, Portugal. It's the ancient name, the modern day Lisbon, while part of the Roman Empire. So Lisbon is now where Olisipo laid. Few questions to go, folks. We're getting close to the end now. Michael Jordan, well-known basketball player, came from what college to enter the NBA in 1984? Michael Jordan, Florida State, Georgetown, Harvard, North Carolina, or UCLA? 20 seconds on the clock. Green team, it's Huey up in Privy Tavern. Hugh Jorgens, 5 seconds on the clock. 17 people getting it right. Michael Jordan was picked number 3 in 1984 in the NBA draft, drafted from North Carolina University, and the rest is history. 2 questions to go, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like this isn't the end. Size does matter is the tagline for which film? Cloverfield, Godzilla, Hot Chick, King Kong, Pacific Rim, or Shallow How? Size does matter is a tagline from a movie. There's 6 to choose from. Oh, I think I'm going to start crying. 10 seconds on the clock. Grant Tasman's, Privy Tavern, New Zealand. It is Godzilla. Wow. Responses all over the place. 22 people getting it incorrect. Where do people go for? Godzilla or King Kong, I guess. Shallow How. Cloverfield, no one went for Hot Chick. 7 people getting it right. This is the last question, ladies and gentlemen. The grand finale, the last hurrah, as it were. What is the next line of this song? Have a listen to this. Man, I hope it's a Christmas song just to get us in the mood. It's going to stop, and then we're after the next line in the song. As before, what's the next line?
I got my mind made up, and I can't let go. I'm killing every second till it sings my soul. I've been running to the love and down, to the love and down, and we'll start a fire, and we'll shut it down, to the love and down, to the love runs out. There's a maniac out in front of me, got an angel on one shoulder and Mustafa.
And Mephistopheles. How did your mama raise you? Important question. 3 teams still to get in. Spickles and Bribey. Must be some bad internet up there in Bribey. No, we're just taking our time. Using the clock wisely. Great song, One Republic. The song is Love Runs Out, released, I don't know, a few years ago. The last line we heard there is, got an angel on my shoulder and a Mephistopheles. Try saying that after one beer. Mephistopheles. Whatever that is. And the next line is, but my mama raised me good. Mama raised me right. Well done for the 17 people that did get that right. Bringing us to the very end, ladies and gentlemen. The end of round 7 and the end of online trivia for 2021. Is it the end of online trivia? Well, we don't know, but let's have some audience responses. If you're satisfied, maybe we'll bring it back. Maybe we'll come back with some prizes. Let us know what you thought of the trivia. Pickle Finger Trans-Tasmans. A is very dissatisfied. E is very satisfied. Merry Christmas, Murray. Thanks for playing tonight. Pickle Finger. The grand finale. Who is the winner of the final? Where they get the cup? They'll get the trivia cup. Look at this. We'll post it out to you. No, he won't. Bloody mine. But if only, eh? Okay, so that's in. That's done. Oh my God, it's scoreboard time. Really? I can't believe it. We do have to say some thank yous to a few people, though. Who's it going to be tonight? Who are we thanking? This broadcast was brought to you by Time Out Entertainment and has been for the last 2 years when the pandemic first hit. And look at us now. We're still in the pandemic, but we're braver. For some crazy reason, we're just braver and we're thinking we're all vaccinated, we're all going to be fine. It's scary, folks. Stay safe. Stay indoors is my recommendation at this stage. Not indoors with lots of people, but there's the people we thank. And let's bring up the full leaderboard. Can everyone see that? 1 week no one could see it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The grand final winners. Who's our final winners? Surely it's them. It is. It's the last hurrah. They led pretty much all the way. Quarantine down in second. DNA 378. I'm assuming everyone can see that. Here we go. Let's have a look at the rankings. Final leaderboard. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for playing, and it's been awesome fun bringing this quiz. It's a fantastic product. Don't forget to get out there and support your quiz venues, and perhaps we'll see you all online on a computer or on a handheld device one day soon. Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe. I'm going to miss you guys. Nowhere near as much as you're going to miss me, but I'm going to miss you. Bye. Hey, is that Darren calling? I've got it on silent.